Going on, guys? Alright, today we're going to take a little look. I've done reviews on both these knives, but we're going to take a little comparison look at these two knives. They're two high quality knives, and they have a lot of similarities. They also have a bunch of differences on them. But as far as like going out, say you're going out to purchase a new EDC knife, or pocket knife for every day, and you see these two knives on the shelf, and it's kind of like a tough decision. You know, you got Buck, you got Kershaw. By the way, that's a Buck Vantage and the Kershaw Nerve. Okay, it can be a hard decision. So I'm going to go through some of the pros and cons of both these knives. First, Buck knives, famous. They're made in America, so that can be your decision. That can be a decision breaker right there. You know what I mean? If you want a knife that was made in the USA, then go with Buck. Kershaw was made. They're made in China, so overseas. I'm not knocking that at all. It's still a really high quality knife as far as it goes for the money. I'll get to that later. All right, let's start it off here. Let's start off with the Buck, okay? We'll start off with the handle, okay? The Buck is the glass reinforced nylon handle. It's a nice handle. It doesn't have a lot of grip though. That's the only thing. It's kind of smooth, but the textures, it's just kind of smooth. The thing about that though is it glides into your pocket easily. Now with the Kershaw Nerve, it's got that G10 scaled handle, which, with what I've noticed with carrying it, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get it in and out of your pocket. That's why I tend to carry it in a little pouch. Let me see if I can show you what I carry it in. So I'm thinking about taking the clip off of it too, since I carry it in this. This is the one. It used to be Velcro, but I got one of these buttons. So I mean, in the clip sometimes, depending on how you put it in here, I usually put it in like this, and sometimes I'll clip to the outside of the pouch, but you can see, I'll get to the clips later, but it's hard to get it on there. So I usually just keep it in the pouch on the belt. But yeah, that's the other thing. It's hard to, with this G10, it's good for your hands. You know what I mean? It's really anti-slip, so that's a good thing. But as far as taking it out of your pocket and putting it back in, it's kind of a pain. As with the Buck, the handle is nice and smooth, so it slides in and out really easily, which is a good thing, and it can be a bad thing, I guess. But I mean, if you're looking for a tough quality, gritty kind of handle, I'd go with the Kershaw against the Buck. That's just my opinion. The other thing is the jimping. Okay, now I told you guys what this knife did for me as far as jimping. Okay, it really opened my. I was kind of closed-minded to the jimping. I was like, yeah, I don't really care about it. You know what I mean? But whenever I got this knife, I realized how much it does help. The Buck, there's no jimping at all. Not even on the liner lock. There's no jimping. None jimping. There you go. Way to speak. There's no jimping on the liner lock. There's no jimping back here, which, depending on the person, could be a plus or a minus. For me, it doesn't bother me too much, but I'd like some. I mean, you can just modify it and get some like grip tape, but I think that just takes away from the look of the blade. Let's talk about the carry clips now. This is really important for me, okay? Carry clip on the Buck carries tip up. It is reversible, but it's not, you can just reversible lefty-righty, okay? You can't reverse it to be carrying tip down, which I don't care because I love carrying tip up. It's a really, really deep carry clip. Look at that. You can't get any deeper than that. When I put that in the pocket, you can't even see it. I'll give you a little example. If this was your your pocket, the outside of your pocket. See that? I'll just looks like it could be a pen or something like that. Nice deep carry clip. The Kershaw is not really that deep. The other thing about the Kershaw clip is it's, like I said, it's really hard to get it in and out of your pocket. It is reversible, however, like you saw in my other review, that you can reverse this, but the clip is uneven. Whenever you put it, where's my thing? Whenever you put it on here, it rides uneven. It rides to an angle like this, kind of looks funky, and it's not flush to the handle. You know what I mean? It rides up on an angle, which is kind of crappy. What else about the carry clips? I mean, that's pretty much it, except for the finishes. This is like the polished stainless steel, and this is like the matte finish with the Kershaw name on it, which is pretty cool. It's a really tough clip though on this Kershaw. It's really, it's a really tough clip. This one is too, but it's just with the combination of the smooth handle and the way the clip is, it's really easy to slide in and out of your pocket. Okay. So I mean, if you like to carry tip up and you like a deep carry clip, boom, Buck Vantage. Let's talk about the well, this is just something little, but on the Kershaw nerve, it's enclosed spine, which can be a plus or minus. I mean, it's not even that big of a deal, but for me, I just think it's easier to clean the knives with the open spine back here. And it's got, I like the ones with the, like the pillar design. This one doesn't have it. It's just like the G10 spine back here. But it's all jimped out, you know what I mean? This knife is all jimped out, like I was saying. It's got jimping on back here, it's got jimping right here, so you can, and then it's got it on the, not on the, whatchamacallit, the spine lock, but it has it on the outside of it on the handle. Okay, so the enclosed spine, both have stainless steel liners. The Buck, however, they're full stainless steel liners, so there's not any cutouts in it. You know what I mean? On the Kershaw, it has, I don't know if this, you can see it right there, those circles right there, those are cut out. You know, it makes it a lighter knife, but not as sturdy. Well, I don't know about not as sturdy, but you know what I mean. Blade play on both these knives, absolutely none. The Kershaw, no blade play. However, after I've been carrying this for a little bit, guys, I've noticed that there's a little bit of play in the handle right here. As far, can you hear that? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a little bit of play in the handle. Let me try to see if I can get it up. Oh, yeah. If you can hear that, then you know there's a little bit of play in there. I mean, you can tighten it up. I just haven't gotten to it yet. The other thing about the Kershaw is the opening, the way it opens. The Kershaw has the dual thumb plates. Okay, opens nice and smooth. With the Buck, it's just a flipper. It does have the thumb holes right here. I don't really like the thumb holes. It's like a Spyderco. I think Spyderco thumb holes are a lot better because they're bigger. The Buck has just got this like ovulated thumb hole, which kind of, and it's kind of, it's not like beveled right here, so your thumb, the skin of your thumb kind of sticks in it, so it's harder to deploy like that. But other than that, I mean, the blade, I'm going to give it to the Kershaw as far as the blade action. The Kershaw's a lot smoother. The Buck is a little bit more stiffer, as you can see. Like, you have to feel it, but this is a lot smoother. So no blade play on both. Both knives. Well, the Kershaw is the Kershaw 8CR13 MOV stainless steel. That's the steel that they use. And the Buck is the 420HC stainless steel. So those are pretty much similar. They're kind of the same. They're a bit soft, but I mean both of them hold an edge real well. The blade finish on the Kershaw. Let's talk about the blade shape real quick. The blade shape on the Buck, I'm really digging. I love that blade shape. They're both drop points. The Buck has a little bit of a bigger belly on it. The Kershaw, it doesn't have that big of a belly, but it kind of, it's a drop point, but it kind of looks like a dagger. You know what I mean? I do like this blade shape, but I'm a bigger fan of this right here. Okay. The blade finish, I don't know if I went over that. This is just what am I thinking of? Stainless steel, like buffed stainless steel. I don't know if I said that right. I'm losing my words here, but this is like the matte finish. Blade shape, we did that. These are both hollow ground. I think they're hollow ground. I was looking at the difference between, and you guys can help me out, but I was looking at the difference between hollow ground and flat ground, and I'm having some trouble determining the difference. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but because it's flat ground is supposed to be ground from the spine all the way down, correct? So it has this, it's like 1/4 of an inch where it's not, but it is flat ground all the way down to the tip. So I was trying to determine, I think it's hollow ground. I don't know. They're both kind of like that. But if you guys can help me out with that, I'm not really sure about it because it looks like it's kind of in between flat ground and hollow ground. If you know your blade grinds. We went over the opening. The intended use, is EDC. Okay, it's just an EDC knife. I mean, this one, as far as going into battle, if you have someone attacking you, I'd grab the Kershaw before I grab the buck. There's just a lot more grip on this Kershaw. And it has that dagger point, which I'm digging. But the blade shape on this I really do like too. Both of them are valued at around $20 to $40, unless you get them on sale. Big 5 has some good sales. This is originally around $40, the Kershaw, but I got it for $20, I think. I'm not sure. This one too, I think, is on sale. Big 5 has sales every other week. They have some nice knives on sale. For the value of these knives, they're both really good. I think they're both intended for different uses. I'd say the Kershaw more for self-defense. This is more for like EDC, opening stuff, cutting rope, whatever. I mean, you can even use it for just camping and stuff like that. Just everyday uses. I'd use this as more of a self-defense knife. It just deploys faster, more of a grip. It also has the jimping back on the end of the knife right there, so you can get in. Okay. We all hope we never have to use them, but in case you do, I'd say that Kershaw better for self-defense. That's my opinion, guys. Don't get all crazy on me. So let me know what you think. I'm saying if you're in the market for a new EDC knife and you want something that's going to protect you as well as work for everyday stuff, I'd go with the Kershaw. If you want a USA made good quality knife for not a lot of money, deep carry, I'd go with the buck. I mean, they're both great knives. They have good things and they have bad things about them, as all knives will. But it's totally up to you. I just wanted to show you some of the differences on them, and I hope you learned something out of it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign out here. It's Mother's Day. Gotta get to cooking some dinner. But thanks for helping out, guys. And take care. Be safe out there.